Hey guys, it's Adrian. I just want to thank everybody for the subscribers on the YouTube channel. We finally hit 1,000. I'm pretty excited about that. So as promised, I'm going to bump out quite a few videos. I've got a kind of top 5 series I'm going to bump out first. So the first one I'm going to do is top 5 push-ups. In fact, I'm actually going to do 6. I'm going to show you a bonus one. These are the ones that basically require no special equipment for. Okay, so here's my top 5 push-ups. I use them all the time. For guys, you know, the bench press, cable flies, dumbbell presses, all that stuff, they're good chest builders, but in all reality, doing push-ups frequently, whether that's every day, every second day, every third day, it doesn't matter. Just always be doing push-ups. It's just a great position to put the body in, and it's pretty easy on the shoulders. Okay, so here's my top 5. Spiderman push-ups look pretty freaky. I don't find them terribly hard, but you do have to be careful of the shoulders. I'll show you 2 angles. So here's Spiderman push-up. Okay, I'm bringing that knee up as I'm on the way down. Kick it straight on the way down. Okay. Watch my shoulders. You're going to see a little bit of dip on one side, depending on which knee is coming up. It's okay that it's happening. Try not to make it excessive. Okay, so it's a Spiderman push-up. Rocking ankle push-ups. I put some tape on the floor here. I found a way to cheat a push-up essentially. So say you're trying to get as many push-ups as you possibly can. Rocking back and forth through the ankle really allows you to get a little bit of rest in there. So it's going to give you another 5 or 10 extra push-ups if all you're doing is just straight push-ups. So what I'm going to do is, when I set up for a push-up, the problem sometimes with going out here is I might set up, and this happens with women a lot, I might set up where I'd end up in my face being up between my hands. What you ideally want is the nipple line of the chest to be where the middle of your thumbs are. So if I put my thumbs on a tape line like this, okay? And it doesn't matter, find any line on any floor. I always go bouncing my toes. Now here's the rocking portion of this. There's a backward-forward motion that's happening through my ankles. Rocking ankle push-up kind of feels like a decline chest press. I'm going to shoot forward, end up nipple line over that line, and fire back into my ankles. Okay, so you're going to see my head shoot forward a couple inches. Gives me a nice little rhythm. Okay, I feel a lot more lower chest. It's also a lot more beneficial of a push-up if you're a power lifter and you're doing bench presses. Keeps you tucked in nice and low and through the lats. Plyometric push-ups off the bench. So plyo stuff, here's my rule with plyo stuff. Don't do plyometric push-ups, meaning like flat push-ups, whatever you want to do. Don't do them if you've got wrist issues. What's the point? Why are you going to smash your wrist to bits? There's no point. Just do other push-ups, do other chest exercises. But if you can handle and the wrist is okay, I think clap push-ups and chest claps and thighs and Aztec push-ups, if you can do them, are all awesome. But generally speaking, you can't get enough reps out of it. So I also find doing plyometric push-ups off the bench gives you a little bit more of that drive because you have to reach beyond yourself. So plyometric push-ups, it doesn't matter if it's a bench, a low bed, as long as it's something fairly stable, an ottoman if you push it up against a wall, something like that. What I'm trying to do is be very reactive. I don't want to catch with a stiff arm and go back down. So again, bouncing the toes. Okay, right back up, right back up, right back up. The worst thing you could do for the shoulders or your neck, don't do that, don't be stiff. Push up the T rotations, these are tough. Your ankles are key. Okay, feet about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider than the armpit. Push up. Twist in through the ankle, up through the hand, make sure you watch your hand. So right now I'm on the side of both of my shoes. I'm going to go down, fall into push up through the other side, if possible, and where possible. I'm trying to time the hip and shoulder to stay in unison. I do not want hip, shoulder, or shoulder to hip, okay? The timing is important, so I'll do a couple more reps. Okay. My next favorite, you could do a push-up and do this at the end of your push-ups. Getting strong at push-up holds increases your shoulder girdle strength like crazy. So I tend to do a lot of two-arm push-up holds, but for a bit more challenge. A one-arm push-up hold, try 30 seconds a side. If you're right-handed, make sure that you're doing your right hand second, probably because it's stronger. So set yourself up pretty strong. Feet a little bit wider than your hands, okay? And what I'm gonna go from here is I'm gonna put one arm. I'm gonna hold that for 30 seconds, and then the other arm. It doesn't have to be 30. If all you can do is 15, that's fine, okay? But work up to 30 seconds on each side. Here's things to watch for. If I was to balance a glass of water on my hips, mentally I'm trying to keep it from that water spilling over, so watch. When I get rid of that arm, that glass of water on my hips doesn't shift. Okay, I don't bend my knees, I don't do anything weird. I'm trying to just remove one of those table legs. See, nothing, there's a little bit of a shift, nothing major. If you can't hold yourself there, then you probably shouldn't do the exercise, okay? So those are my top 5 body weight only, next to no equipment, but I am gonna show you some. Probably the single best push-up I've ever done by far is using what's called the core wheels, okay? They're about 50, 60 bucks. They might be a bit overpriced, but trust me, they're worth it. They are crazy. Way harder than you think it would be. Actually, my favorite combo is a push-up on one side of the body while I'm doing a roll-out variation. I could do both, but they're incredibly wobbly. So unless I've got great wrist strength and wrist control, good rotators, the whole bit, 2 might be a little bit hard, okay? So I'm gonna show you one. Trust me, they're worth the money. A push-up roll-out combo. So we all know an ab wheel roll-out, right? So if I go from here, that's an ab wheel rollout. So I'm getting good ab shoulder girdle work. Why not do it with a push-up, okay? I could do it from the knees if it's too tough. The first things first, set it up so that you know that that's the right position to do a push-up. Again, the nipple line would end up between my thumbs, okay? Try not to let the elbow flare, it should tuck in a little bit, okay? Switch sides. Again, I want to make sure that that's a good push-up, okay? So I'll show you from the feet. So that accomplishes the rollout. That's a lot of core work, a lot of ab work. What about changing the angle of where that's shooting out to? So if this is a rollout, what happens if I went straight to the side? That would now be a chest fly and chest press combo. Okay, it's one of the hardest things to do for the chest. I prefer somewhere in the middle of the rollout and the fly. I'm gonna go 45 degrees. That's my favorite. Okay, so those are my top 5 and my ultimate favorite push-up. Any questions? Leave them in the comments. Thanks, guys.